Good evening, everyone. Would you please rise and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Here.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Here.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Here.
Councilman Marcocha?
Here.
Supervisor Colavita?
Here. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the August 12th, 2025 meeting. We have a public hearing on the agenda next. This is a public hearing to consider the adoption of a local law for a traffic control photo violation monitoring system, which will enable the town of Eastchester to use photo violation monitoring equipment on school buses. And this is kind of a partnership with the school district and the Eastchester Police Department to, of course, keep our bus riders' safety. We know who all our bus riders are, those that go to school here in town. So I'll make a motion to open a public hearing. Ask for a second, please.
Second.
All right, please call the roll and open the public hearing.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Marcocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. All right, public hearing is open. Anyone care to comment? All right. There being no one, I'll make a motion to close the public hearing and ask for a second, please.
Second.
All right, please call the roll in closing the public hearing.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Marcocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. Okay, would someone care to make a motion for this particular local law? Anyone?
I'll move that.
All right. I'll second same. Any further comment? Just want to thank the school district, and I want to thank the law department, and of course, Chief Rodriguez, for their coordinated support and coordinated work to get this thing off the ground. Initially, this was radically different than what is before us, and I'm glad all the changes were made so that we have a much, much better method of enforcement and method of docket control and a host of other issues that are better serve the public, particularly our school-going, school-age kids. So I want to thank all of them for all of their efforts. All right. Next, we have opportunity to address the board on a specific agenda item. Would anyone care to participate? No, there being none. Okay, you know what we'll do is why don't we take a break from the agenda for a second? Would you like to speak? We'll afford you the opportunity now. Sure.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for giving me permission to speak. I'm Lissa Halen. I'm the co-president of the Eastchester Historical Society. I want to thank the board, Supervisor Colavita, Sheila, and the entire maintenance department of the town for the wonderful open house that we had and where we put out a plaque in honor of Mike Fix. You know, he was such one of the most philanthropic and giving people in this community. He's sorely missed, so we are thrilled that when people come to our grounds, they're going to remember him. And it's a wonderful feeling for us, and I think for the entire town, to have that there. So thank you all, really. That was such a group effort by everyone. And the other people to thank, Sheila and Jack Flannery, because they worked with a couple of Boy Scouts, and the Eagle Scout project did some necessary maintenance and some fine touches to our property. We appreciate the town always maintains the property itself, and we pay for everything else, so to have some volunteers to do some of the extra maintenance is more than helpful. We need some painting and other things still done, but we're very blessed to have this kind of a community which adds so much to the historical society that we have. We are in the middle of taking care of our annual dinner, so this is not that important, but we've been participating all over Westchester County in different activities for RW250, they call it. And it's spearheaded by a woman named Connie Kehoe. And if you can go on their website and get their emails, you will not believe all the activities going on commemorating the 250th they're not trying not to call it a celebration, more of a commemoration of the American Revolution. One of the last ones we did was at the end of June. we had 3 of our board members, okay? They have split personalities because they can be in this era and they can be in the past. And we had 3 of our personalities at Phillips Hall Manor with hundreds of people doing several different reenactments of women during the Revolution. So, and we're blessed because we probably are going to do a version of that on September 20th, which we're working toward our annual dinner. We apologize, we're a little late to the party. We hope that we're not too late to everything. And with regard to that, we were wondering if we could do something with the town in terms of RW 250. I was just talking to Joe, and he said you were talking to Sheila and Supervisor that some of the towns, like Yonkers, is doing Yonkers 250. So if we could come up with some version of Eastchester 250, however we want to do that. We have our board meeting tomorrow night, and maybe we can get suggestions from you, and I'll get suggestions from the board on how to approach something like that. So if you have any thoughts on that, we would greatly appreciate that. And we're just thrilled to be part of the community and thrilled that the Historical Society is moving forward. So thank you.
Liz, I would also recommend reaching out to the local veterans chapters for VFW, American Legion, because they have some very definite ideas on what
Okay.
they'd like to do. So perhaps you guys could get together and have a nice program for a weekend or a week or a month or whatever you think would be appropriate.
Oh,
Be
that's
nice.
great.
Yeah, because I know I talked to Commander Foster, and
Yes.
he remembers back in 1976 we had a parade in town, and it was magnificent. It was the whole length of the town, and it was pretty spectacular. And maybe something like that would be part of a celebration that we would do. Fireworks, maybe some of the military bands from West Point or Naval Academy or something along those lines. That's what they were thinking about. But maybe you guys can work something out with them and maybe coordinate and make it all part of one great program.
That would be wonderful, and then we can cross-promote it amongst all the different organizations. That's really very helpful when we all work together.
Thank you.
So thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate the historical side of that, a branch of government here, town government. Okay, we have an appointment. This is for the Sign Review Board. I'm recommending the reappointment, I should say, of Adam Beltran of Eastchester to the Sign Review Board effective 8/13/25 through 8/12/2027. Someone care to make a motion?
So moved.
Thank you. I'll second same. Please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Marcocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. Thank you, Adam. Okay, next we have approval of the minutes of the July 8th, 2025 meeting. Any modifications or amendments? There being none, someone care to make a motion to approve same as submitted?
So moved.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Marcocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. Next, we have reports of departments, boards, and commissions. We have our Police Department report for the month of July 2025. Chief Rodriguez, anything further to add? You had a very successful Cops Night Out, right?
And that's actually, I was going to keep it brief, and that's what I was going to
Terrific.
speak about. I want to thank everybody who showed up, everybody who participated. We had a lot of law enforcement partners there. This year we added Scarsdale. We had canine dogs, we had a golf simulator, ice cream as always. And the one thing I probably forgot to mention last year was I want to thank Legislator Nolan from the Westchester County, who had gotten us $4,000 grant to make it all possible. I'd also like to thank Franco and the members of the Buildings and Grounds. They came and helped out last year. As you know, it was at the Main Street Park, so we had a much better turnout, a lot more space, and a lot more activities, and we think it was much more successful, so I think we're going to continue again going forward. That's all I really have to report.
Great. Anything for the chief? Thank you very much, Chief.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, that brings us to Law Department report. Mr. Rader.
Yes, good evening. First, I have a resolution authorizing the supervisor of the town of Eastchester to execute the intermunicipal agreement with the Village of Bronxville, the Village of Tuckahoe, and the Eastchester and Tuckahoe Union Free School Districts with respect to the street resurfacing contract.
Yeah, obviously, we're looking for a volume discount here, and fortunately, petroleum-based products are going down, but maybe not so quickly as we'd like, but we have to do some paving this summer. So we get economy of scale here. So this is always something that we encourage. Sharing services, joint purchases, keeps taxpayer dollars in check. Okay, so I'll make the motion. Ask for a second, please.
Second?
Please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe.
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson.
Aye.
Councilman Marcotte.
Aye.
Councilman Marcocha.
Aye.
Supervisor Calavita.
Aye.
Okay, next, I have a resolution authorizing the supervisor to execute and deliver an intermunicipal agreement between the town of Eastchester and the Eastchester Union Free School District, whereby the town of Eastchester will provide the Eastchester Union Free School District with school resource officers for the physical security and safety at the Eastchester Middle School and High School, and Hutch, Greenvale, and Waverly schools. Basically, the same agreement we've had for the last several years has been very successful. I worked closely with the police department on this, and also the new superintendent, who is a delight to deal with. So we worked out the terms, and it's basically the same agreement we've had for the past several years.
Yeah, initially, there were no SROs. We had them way back in the 90s, and then we stopped doing it. And then we had one officer at the high school, and the middle school proved to be very successful. Great interaction with the officers and the students there. And just with the way times are and all that was going on, we thought it'd be a good idea to do them at each of the school locations. And parents have embraced it. The officers do a great job, and I think it's an excellent idea, and there's no reason why we shouldn't be doing this. Our next item, by the way, is very similar to Tuckahoe as well. So we've made the commitment, and the school district has made the commitment, and we share the expense, and it's worked out great, and I think it's an excellent idea. So we should definitely continue. Anyway, with that being said, someone care to make a motion?
So moved.
Second?
All right, please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe.
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson.
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte.
Aye.
Councilman Marcocha.
Aye.
Supervisor Calavita.
Aye.
Okay, the next item is a resolution authorizing the supervisor to execute and deliver an intermunicipal agreement between the town of Eastchester and the Tuckahoe Union Free School District, whereby the town of Eastchester will provide the Tuckahoe Union Free School District with the same school resource officer that they've had for the past year, several years actually, with the same security and safety, and this will be at the Tuckahoe Middle School, High School, and the Cottle Elementary School.
All right, I'll move this. Ask for a second, please.
Second?
Please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe.
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson.
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte.
Aye.
Councilman Marcocha.
Aye.
Supervisor Calavita.
Aye.
Okay, next, a resolution authorizing the supervisor to continue a mutual aid and rapid response intermunicipal agreement between the town of Eastchester and the Westchester County Department of Public Safety pertaining to the mutual aid and rapid response plan for the police departments of Westchester County, New York.
This is a joint mutual aid agreement that all departments have, so that if there's ever a big problem somewhere and the resources of one department can't handle it, they can rely upon other departments. And there's a method of reimbursement here and basic coordination. So, it's a good idea. It's good for us. It's good for everyone around us, and it supports the department. So I'll make that motion. Ask for a second, please.
Second.
All right, please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe.
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson.
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte.
Aye.
Councilman Marcocha.
Aye.
Supervisor Calavita.
Aye.
Okay, next, I have a resolution authorizing the supervisor to execute and deliver an agreement of lease between Garth Woods Owners Corp. And the town of Eastchester for the use by the town senior program and services of the community room, which is located at 235 Garth Road, which is the Garth Woods, and it's for a period of 1 year commencing on September 1st, 2025 through June 30th, 2026. And this is the same agreement we've had for the past several years. As it expires on August 31st, it'll continue the same terms and agreement.
So moved.
Second.
All right, please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe.
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson.
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte.
Aye.
Councilman Marcocha.
Aye.
Supervisor Calavita.
Aye.
Okay, next, resolution authorizing the supervisor to execute and deliver an agreement between the town of Eastchester and Rave Wireless, Inc., pertaining to Rave Wireless, Inc., providing the town of Eastchester with 911 emergency alerting management and contact.
Sure, on this, we always encourage people to sign up for this. This is our communication platform. You can get texts, phone calls, you can get emails, you can direct those same messages be sent to family members. You can decide what subject matters you want to be alerted about. It's an excellent program. We have done this now for multiple years, and by executing this agreement, we're getting economy of scale as well. Over several years, the price comes down about 20%. We also turned on Tuckahoe and Bronxville to this, so we're all kind of on the same platform, and it works very well together. So, any further comment? Well, I'll make the motion. Ask for a second, please.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe.
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson.
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Markocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye.
Okay, next I have a resolution authorizing the supervisor to execute and deliver a contract made between the town of Eastchester and Absolute Auctions and Realty, Inc. for the sale of government assets by online auction. If the board recalls, we've been using this group for the last probably 10 years. They're excellent to work with. It costs us nothing. Anything that is sold, any items or equipment or machinery we have, they sell it for us. They pass the cost on to the person who buys it, so it's a win-win, and they're very reliable, and they do a very good job. So I recommend that we continue using them.
Yeah, definitely. I'll move that. Ask for a second, please.
Second.
All right, please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Markocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye.
Okay, and last, I have a resolution authorizing the supervisor to execute and deliver a contract and agreement made between the town of Eastchester and Stewart Amusement Company, Inc. to furnish amusement rides and concessions for the Eastchester Columbus Day celebration at Lake Isle Country Club from October 10th, 2025 through October 13th, 2025.
It seems like there's been no summer because the fall is upon us. Kids are almost back to school, and Columbus Day is here. So I have to start working on that. The committee's already activated and already having monthly meetings and getting everything squared away. But Dick Stewart does a great job. We have had an exceptional performance by him and his crew at the Lake Isle grounds, and we couldn't ask for a better person come in and work their rides. So anyone care to make a motion on this?
I'll move that.
Second.
All right, please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Markocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. Okay, that brings us to the receiver of taxes report. We can receive and file the June 2025 report. We also have a report from the superintendent of highways. Ms. Littell, anything further to add?
Good evening, Supervisor Colavita, members of the town board. I'd like to report crews were assigned to trim and prune trees in our parklets and the various areas of maintenance along our town right-of-ways. This tree maintenance is essential in maintaining proper growth and shape of our trees on our streets. Due to the extreme heat, extra manpower was assigned to water our seasonal flowers. Our crews were assigned to weed and prune shrubs within our parklets and parking areas. The department has installed 4 new Welcome to Eastchester signs throughout the main entrances of the town. I anticipate all signs to be installed before our fall season. That is all I have to report.
Great, signs look great. Did a nice job with the design, and installation looks just terrific. It's nice also that you're policing up the area around the signs. Some of the spots look a little gnarly after years, you know, but it's good that they're all getting a new work over. It's terrific. Excellent job.
Thank you.
Anything from Mr. Latella? No? Okay. That moves us over to the town clerk's report for June 2025. Anything further to add?
Nothing further, no.
All right. That moves us to correspondence. We have a memorandum from the controller regarding personnel appointment. We have just the last smattering of lifeguards and recreation people to close out the season. Of course, we're always looking for lifeguards for the end of the summer because a lot of kids go back to school early, especially if they're attending schools down south. So if you know someone that is a quality lifeguard looking for a few more weeks of work, we'll take them on. I'll make the motion. Ask for a second, please.
Second.
All right, please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Markocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. Next, the memorandum from the controller regarding update for the investment policy. This is just simply to add Metropolitan Commercial Bank to our list of banks that we do our deposits with. I'll make that motion. Ask for a second, please.
Second.
All right, please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Markocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. Next is a memorandum from the police chief regarding prisoner transportation contract, and this is with the county of Westchester. And basically, we're doing this so we can get a higher rate of reimbursement and also get a reimbursement for matrons, so that when alleged criminals have to be brought back and forth to the county jail here, the county reimburses us for transportation, and we also get reimbursed if there's an unusually long stay or delay, plus lunch and whatnot. And then if we have females that need to be patted down or searched and all, the matrons come in and perform that function for us if there's no female officers around. But all of that is all reimbursable to the town. We have some higher rates now, so that's what this agreement is all about. Someone care to make a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All right, please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Markocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. Next is a memorandum from the Library Director regarding Westchester County and Town of Eastchester contract. This is for a grant for $6,850 to be used for art programming during the year 2025.
So moved.
Second.
All right, please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe.
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson.
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte.
Aye.
Councilman Markocha.
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita.
Aye. Next, a memorandum from the Superintendent of Recreation regarding approval of a grant for senior programs and services from the Community Fund. This is for $50,000 for senior programs and services, including shopping and errands transportation, the light housekeeping, the bus escort for the nutrition center, the transportation escort for the medical trips. We bring, seniors back and forth to the doctor's offices. Lake Isle Nutrition Center, Garth Road Center, 46 Jackson Ave, Thursday morning group, a hot group. Always having a lot of fun down there. Food shopping for seniors, and of course, the Sundays Alive program. Someone care to make a motion?
So moved. Second.
All right, please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe.
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson.
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte.
Aye.
Councilman Markocha.
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita.
Aye. Next is a similar grant from the Community Fund in the amount of $5,000 for the Teen Zone. This is transportation for trips, special events, and game nights for Southeast Consortium as well. I'll move this and ask for a second.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe.
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson.
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte.
Aye.
Councilman Markocha.
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita.
Aye, and of course, we want to thank the Community Fund, which is based in Bronxville, and we appreciate their contributions to all the programming in the town of Eastchester, not just for the town board matters or town government matters. There being no miscellaneous business, we have our council member reports. Councilman Markocha.
Thank you, Supervisor. Just a couple of announcements related to Lake Isle. Lake Isle is once again providing the frozen rate offer for 2025 members starting on Monday, August 18th through Sunday, August 31st. Register and receive the same rate in 2026 as it was in 2025. Stop by the membership office for more details and to register. You can also call for more information at 961-3453. But if you're a current member and you want to lock in at the same rate as this year for next year, you have until August 31st to do that. And then the next advisory board meeting is on Monday, August 28th at 7 p.m. at the Community Center at Lake Isle. And that's all I have.
Thank you. Councilwoman Nicholson.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. I do not have any announcements this evening. The summer is moving along, and I hope everyone is having a happy and healthy one. That is all. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilwoman Marcotte.
Thank you, Supervisor. And in that same venue, that summer is moving along. Residents can mark their calendars for the free flu vaccine that's going to be offered in October. And it is sponsored by New York Presbyterian and the Community Fund. We, as a supervisor, spoke about them earlier. They donate a lot and contribute a lot to this town. So on Friday, October 3rd, from 9 to 2 at the Bronxville Village Hall, there will be a free vaccine clinic there. Wednesday, October 29th, from 10 to 1 at the Eastchester Public Library. And also on, I think I messed that up, October 23rd at the library, October 29th at the Tuckahoe Community Center. Again, these are free. You must be 18 years or older. It is first come, first serve, and it is sponsored by New York Presbyterian and the Community Fund of Eastchester. That concludes my report.
Thank you. Councilman Giacobbe.
Thank you, Supervisor. This is an announcement about our concerts. Please continue to take advantage of them. We actually have 5 more this summer season. Tomorrow night at Garth Road, August 13th at 7:30, we have First Class Band. Then we're down to Chester Heights on August 20th at 6:30 for the Seeing Red Band. Then we're back to Lake Isle on August 26th for Bookends Band at 6:30, the 27th for Tangled Vine at 6, and then we have our big rock country concert September 5th at 6:30 in the Lake Isle parking lot for the Zach Brown Tribute Band. And the last announcement is on September 28th, don't forget, is the Eastchester 5K this year. There will again be 3 races. We'll have the 5K, the 1K for the kids, and also a 200-yard dash for the younger kids. That's all I have for today.
Thank you. Just to follow up on that, that's also, that September 28th is also Gold Star Mother's Day, and so there'll be a program probably around 11 o'clock or so at the memorial in Eastchester. Anyway, that brings us to the second opportunity to address the board. Just give us your name and address for the record. Thank you.
Yeah, good evening, and thank you for the time. I addressed the board in June regarding the health and environmental hazards of leaf blowers and the noise levels. At the time, we discussed various options, things that might be considered, and Mr. Supervisor, I believe you indicated that you were going to talk to the head of the Landscaping Association.
Yes.
And also that the town's noise ordinances needed to be updated. So before I get into what I have here, I was wondering if you can update us on that.
Sure.
It might make this moot.
Well, I did speak with Mike Iorio. He was receptive to the idea of muffler controls and explained to me all about the science of these new machines that are coming out. Pete Telesco also and I have had conversations regarding the electric leaf blowers and, positive and negative about it. We also are working with the town attorney for our new noise ordinance. And it's not just particular leaf blowers, it's for a lot of other subjects, for HVAC equipment, for, music at night and all kinds of different things. So we've been working on a draft for that. That's where we are presently.
Well, just for the record, though, there are a couple of points I want to make. Generally, leaf blowers, lawn mowers, and so on, their noise output is somewhere between 85 to 115 decibels. When you have two of those on a lot, and where I am, at 115 Lawrence Avenue, you're 60 by 100. Now you've increased the decibels to either 170 up to 230. And it goes on for 20 minutes. And the studies have shown that sound over 85 decibels, forget about 230, causes the risk of partial hearing loss or tinnitus. And I'm thinking when they're doing this, you have kids playing outside, especially during the summer. They have no protective hearing mufflers, as some of the workmen do. Some don't, but most do. And it is a health hazard for the children. And when this is going on, I have to take my grandchildren, if they're there, come inside. But even so, inside, the decibel levels are still very high. So I don't know whether the machines have the right mufflers or ineffective mufflers or they're old machines, but it is an ongoing problem. Just a few days ago, I was in my office. I'm one of those that work from home. These things go on. You can't have a phone call or conversation. But it was so loud, I actually had pain in my ears that lasted for 2 days. I went to see who was doing the work. Drove around the block, unmarked van, people putting their machines in the van and driving away. And if it's bothering me, who has hearing loss to start with, I could imagine what it would do to children who are, at risk at a young age of serious hearing loss. And I also noticed that I heard that White Plains has banned gas leaf blowers totally, and has put restrictions on the use of the electric battery-operated leaf blowers. So that is telling me that it's an ongoing issue, and I understand why different localities have taken affirmative steps to mitigate the damage or the health risks to the residents. And going back through being a longtime resident here, there was a piece that Eastchester used to give out that was put together in conjunction with the Landscape Association.
Yeah.
That had just rules of the road that no one seems to abide by now. Simple rules like what hours you can use this stuff, and like during the summer months, operating a leaf blower at maximum speed is seldomly necessary. just 4 or 5 common sense steps.
Well, that's what Mike and I chatted about.
So this hasn't
yeah.
been done since I can remember.
Councilwoman Ford was doing that, working with them. Vicky Ford, who sat on this board for many years.
So the question then becomes, are there going to be rules put into place that can be enforced? These were more advisory.
Right.
Are we going away from advisory? Are there going to be enforceable rules? Are there going to be any rules? Right now, it's more of like everybody does their own thing. And I don't think it can continue that way because there are health reasons. I mean, the EPA leaves it up to the localities to take care of these issues, even though they may have jurisdiction. So I guess it's up to the town to really address it. And is there a timeline to address it? And those are my questions, especially with leaf season right around the corner.
Yeah, well, obviously, as far as I know, most municipalities have limited restrictions for leaf season. That's pretty much where everybody puts their, machines on, or their units on full torque to get leaves out. It's the non-leaf season that is more problematic. I think that's what, disturbs people more. The other issue that we have is enforcement. Because, if these guys come in and they're on the site for 6 minutes, 7 minutes, like, my yard's a postage stamp, they come in and out in the 30 seconds, they're gone. That's an issue with regard to having the officer there because he's got to witness the level, he's got to have the decibel meter and all. So, we have to incorporate all of that and figure all of that out. But I would think in a few months, you probably would have some kind of draft
I would
prepared.
beg to differ because, in my experience, these people are not there 5 minutes. Even though they are, especially now, with no leaves, they're spending their time blowing dirt up in the air and whatever it is, and pollen. But it's a good 15, 20 minutes.
Well, if they're covering multiple properties, that happens a lot too.
Well,
No, you must have a big yard.
It's, I guess they're not making enough money, but the bottom line is, it's also an extended exposure to the noise level for 20 minutes. And that's a long time for someone who has no protective coverings. So I don't know where we go from here, but it is a problem, and I think the town has to address it.
Well, we are. We're going to continue to work with Mike Iorio, and we'll have our draft for the noise ordinance, and we may have a couple of special sections in there, and maybe we can work something out in that regard.
Timeline?
The wheels of government move slowly. They move,
Yeah.
but they move slowly.
But the landscapers don't, so they,
True, very true.
because time is money. So just so I can put it in my mental clock.
Well, why don't we check back in a few months, right, during leaf season, and we'll see what we can do. The town also has leaf blowers that we have to,
You don't have a 60
scale
by
down.
100 lot.
That's true.
All right? So there's some reason for it.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. Anyone else? Okay, that being said, all right, I guess that concludes our August meeting. So we'll see everybody in September. All right? Thank you all. Thank you very much.